this is how Scorpio energy work. So I don't know if the Scorpio energy, it sure as heck is not the sidereal Libra, because I'm Libra in the sidereal chart, with Mars on top of my ascendant, which is Gemini. In tropical, full Scorpio, 4-5 placements. I'm just water, Cancer rising, and both the charts they implement, they complement each other. So as you see this, you are looking at the Scorpion or the whatever is in my chart. It's extremely persistent, but sometimes a mountain is a mountain, and if you have no limbs, you know, you will have to be an ascended master to fly that mountain, you know. No matter how much I have changed on the inside after, because usually when we are being met with this much resistance, it's usually because God is testing us, or the spirit, the universe. I always refer to it as Shiva. I have even been so angry now. I said, why don't you listen to me, Shiva, this time? Every time I've asked Shiva for help, he's giving me miracles that made me never have any doubt that he's the boss. And when you're being redirected, if it's something you're looking for, you don't find it, and it's very serious, usually can take up to 2 days maximum if it is something that is official or like these things. One thing I know that I have persistence or this kind of a special kind of stamina is because I was only 13-year old when I danced for 17 hours, and I had students in 7th grade, 8th grade and 9th grade. I was one of the youngest, and I won. I danced 7 hours straight, and in the 90s there was no such thing as drinking a Red Bull or taking caffeine. No, it was grape sugar. So you are looking at a mess right now. I've been sitting up straight since Tuesday, only washing the armpits, and you know, we're changing the but being very persistent that I need to have this done, because the Indian government, they want you to buy a ticket. They don't care if it's a 1,000 euro ticket or whatever. They don't care. You need to have the ticket first before you apply. And so I apply, of course, for 1 year. And they ask me, why do you want to be there for an entire year? And I'm like, I don't really know. I'm a traveler. All I know is that when you spend this much money to go to the East, usually I want to have a little time, maybe in Nepal or the neighbor country, and then being able to come back again without the hassle. Also, I thought, you know, staying there for some months, because Europe now is crazy expensive. I need to go to the dentist, you know, and I now just sacrificed my possibilities to buy a computer, because I feel staying in Europe it's draining me in this tiny room, and it's icy cold, it's claustrophobic, and the people, I met with so much nasty people in India in my life. trying, literally, I've been locked up 4 times, been gaslighted, I've been treated worse than a dog, uh, and people been stealing money from me, yet I'm not afraid. And many people ask, why are you a single woman? Why are you not married? Why are you traveling alone? Well, I'm Norwegian. I'm a shield maiden. I used to teach taekwondo. Even if my martial arts suck, it's something about the body exercise control that you have. Also, my time with Kalari Payattu is another reason it's difficult for me to let India go permanently. Especially the other day, I was thinking, what a rush it would be to go back to Calicut and see that Kalari. I was trying it out just for a few days and then apply for a long term to go to another CAV. They would help you with the application and everything, and hold actual shield. I'm registered as Nomadic Shield Maiden on my other channel. Nomadic Shield Maid, Nomadic Shield Maid. Because I have this fierce nature, when I see many people are for some reason afraid of me and my intense eyes, and I do the tarot card and things like that. But the way I was treated as young, it was not good. I was treated, let's say I just grew up with a lot of violence and people always threatening me, and saying really nasty things. And I'm very grateful for that, because this is how warriors are molded. I wasn't a warrior before. I hated to fight. My cousin, she always wanted to fight me, and I was like, no, not again. But for some reason, I had talent. What I mean is I always won. But just because you're slithery, you have some natural kung fu movement. I'm not gonna go for the champion in MMA, but I was a lover of martial art as a child, and India is the country of martial art. It's the country. It's the mother of martial art. And so I haven't been able to put Kalari Payattu behind me. But when I went to Buvali, first time I met my friends, and being this close with two completely strangers feels strange, but the first time I saw them was like, I recognized them. I've seen them before, maybe because, I don't know, it's something about their energy that felt familiar. Maybe it's because they are from the mountain, maybe because I'm used to live with pirates, I'm used to live with pretty dangerous people around me. I'm used to all kind of things. I'm used to rich people. I'm used to crazy people, because after I had to let go of the house. Even before that, as a teenager, I was always seeking adventure. So wherever something was happening, I was there in an instant. Now I just want a cheap rent in my cozy little cabin in Uttarakhand, and it's half the rent, and you get more space, and there is so much beautiful nature there. There's even tigers there, and they now I've been denied visa at least twice, and I tried to. So about the retrogrades, everything that can go wrong, and Mercury is my highest planet. It's my main ruler planet because it's most high, along with Chiron. So I wish it was Lilith, but it's Chiron. So it's I can't distress how much killer effort. No sleep, barely. I slept today a few hours, feeling really bad about it. And I fill out 2 complaints because they said, this is wrong, why? It's like very suspicious about me staying in India for a year. And I'm like, you should know that I already been in India for 3 years already. And I have been there because it's India. Do I need to explain why? Do I look like someone who come there to, do I look like a CIA agent, by the way? Yeah, maybe I could be, but in that case I would have better hair and I would probably be disciplined enough to shower. I usually shower every day. But now I've been sitting on that chair non-stop since Tuesday and my back is completely broken. And what do? Well, I'm such a control freak on this area that I solved the problem with ibuprofen and paracetamol. Yeah, I said the deadly allopathy words. So I did some tarot yesterday. I unfortunately pushed some wrong buttons, so all of a sudden it was members only. Sorry about that. And when I uploaded it public, it was gone. So I thought I'll just do a general read to notify you guys. I don't look like I'm alive. It was heartbreaking to get rejected after rejection, and I write complaint because I feel that the last response was we cannot talk to you before we pay you, basically. Before you pay us, and I already paid them, and now they wanted another payment. And I go in and I try to pay for this specific ID, because when you have 8 IDs, because you fail and you try to go back and fix, and you don't know, and it turns out also my Galaxy, it doesn't want PDF files, it just so I had to send partially of the documents from my cell phone in the end. And then in this PayPal started to mess up as well. And then I tried to call PayPal, and then the phone got messed up. I couldn't see the screen. So absolutely, in retrogrades, whatever you could come up with that can go wrong will go wrong when it comes to technical things and when it comes to communication. So I offered to one of my companions there, maybe you can meet me in Nepal, and maybe you can bring my things, and maybe we can sort it out, because there's an embassy there. Because I have something called Flexi Ticket, and I thought, should I just, because going back to Thailand is wonderful. And they don't ask questions that much. They don't ask why the color of your sock is red. You know, they want to know. What dinner do you want to have? At what time? And they also assume that you're going to visit other states. No, because I've already been all over South India, and I have no urge to visit the West, because they have some giant tarantulas there that are poisonous, and I don't feel like I have traveled for 8 years. I don't want to travel anymore. I just want to live calmly and keep on designing my tarot card. And I want to also know the name of my employee, even though I told them I'm retired and this is NIV, that's the government, and they have no email address. and they want to have proof of one yearly income, but there is no way you can attach that. Especially, I don't see it. If it would bear, I should be able to see it on my Galaxy at least. But they only ask for two things: your photo and your passport. Of course, they are not good enough either. Although me and Aaron, we've gone through it, and I see it also. It's clear as day. And so I said to the government, can you please talk to me like I'm a living human? But the response is like, yeah, give us money first. And this is the reason why India have bad reputation many places in the world. And will be honest with you. If they're going to take this away from me as well, I have my personal things, and I've gone through so much. I saved up this money. I could have a laptop by now. If they're going to take this away from me, Norway will hear about all kinds of reasons why you should not go to India. Because then they prove to me that, for me, it's starting to feel personal, but the way they approach this way feels like a fraud. But because it's the Indian government, it's not a fraud. Well, you have to buy a ticket first, and it's very expensive. Oh yeah, but you're like a Russian oligarch. There's no money for you. This is the mentality they meet with me in Nepal too. Oh yeah, but you can pay that. You come from a rich country. I have no money left. So because of people like you, that was last year. I went sick in Nepal, and so this time they at least say different reasons of why the visa are being denied. But the thing is, I have this force inside of me. I want to give them a last chance. And if they need an explanation of why I don't want to go back to Goa or Varkala, or why I don't feel like going anywhere, why I feel like just staying in Uttarakhand and maybe go somewhere if my friends and family there suggest that. Also now they have started dog care in the old property of my family there. They are my family, not in blood, but they are like brothers and sisters to me. Now they have started up with dog vaccination. I was like, wow, I get to be around all these dogs and help out with this, I really miss being around animals. So where I live now is like a Stephen King ghost town, and when you paid for the rent, when you paid for the food, there is zero money left. Zero. So the positive thing is that when things like this happen, it's usually for a reason. I had a dream where I was back in Bovali and I felt so excited about it. But then I looked back and the dream was very similar to one of the first story in the Bible. I was seeing this tree and I wanted to pick the forbidden fruit, but it was on the ground and it was consisting of beautiful minerals. Then Amma looked at me and she said, no, Amaji, don't pick those crystals, And my brother was saying, hey Malik, come with me. And then my other bro, he would whisper from the shadows like something strange. And and I thought, wow, that is like almost like the dream. And for me, I took that dream as a, because I had let go of the suitcase, I had let go of the entire idea of going because of the price cost. And I felt so much tension in going through Delhi because I can't be in Delhi alone. But that problem is solved. Delhi is probably the only place where I go out and I'm actually scared. Usually, I lived with side by side with pirates who have gun under their head, but they are my friends, so I don't care. In Delhi, you are nobody's friend. At least not with the area I was. So there is this stubbornness in me. I'm going to give it the last try, and if this is just a test to check to test my stamina and my patience, and if I still can be at good mood afterward, and I also think I had the right to be angry. But yeah, I think I passed the test. Because when we've been met with obstacles like this, I can smile also and think, yeah, I have a flexi ticket and I can afford to let that suitcase go. It's full of tarot cards, some personal things. I was excited to see what personal other things is there, you know, except for the kukri sword. Yeah, it would be cool to get this sword back. But for some reason, people seem afraid. If I say I have a sword, they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with it?" Uh, Same reason people shoot with bow and arrow or train martial art. No reason at all. Maybe because maybe the zombie apocalypse will come one day. You never know. I just took an interest in martial art after I got badly mistreated one time when I was 19. And because of that, I have managed to self-defense myself multiple of times. But yeah, for now, I'm a tropical Scorpio. Maybe it's Mars. You know, I'm gonna take this challenge one more time, and I might need a shower too. I'm gonna try out for the third time. If not, I guess it will be another crazy round. I was thinking, you know, maybe go Nepal because it's not much extra money. It's just Nepal, you know. And Nepal have a lot of beautiful things, which I shouldn't think about, but it have a tarot card shop too, which I shouldn't think about either. But when I got healthy and I got to explore Nepal, I saw, oh, it's beautiful there. But in the end of the day, Thailand, they don't shout at you, the traffic is so quiet, the streets are clean. So maybe this is goodbye India. If I get rejected this time, I don't think I will ever come back to India again. Even though it's the land of, you know, I don't know if you can see Namah Shivaya here. Maybe, you know, it's a new time. Maybe it's time to be your own God. And don't be angry with Shiva if things don't go your way. So yeah, Maybe this is goodbye, India. If that's the case, I want to thank you for everything you taught me, even the short time with Kalari, the beautiful time during the pandemic. I loved it in Varkala, living in luxury hotel, because it was so cheap. I want to thank the God for showing me hummingbird. Goa wasn't really anything for me, honestly. I can't say much about it. I loved Varkala the most, it's a winner, and now Bovali. It's like Norway, with the mountains and the snow, and I thought it's a nice place to celebrate Christmas, and I don't know. But this could be goodbye, India. This could be goodbye. And when I have my free spreads, don't ask me about when you will get a government job. Don't. Because the way, the procedures in regards to an application, how you're being treated, give me $40 first before I ask your question. This is kind of a customer treatment, which is zero. And Norwegians will hear about it. They will hear about it. And yeah, they will also hear about things that they never spoke about. And why? Because it's time now that people know the truth. And I can say, go, but look out for this. We have a rule, don't go near people from Kashmir. Sorry, that's just one rule I've been told. And when I broke that rule, a lot of money get wasted. You know. So you have to be really careful. And so if you want to go to India alone as a white woman, you have to really have nothing to lose. What happened to me down there is unspeakable. How certain men treated me. How I've been locked inside. And people say, why do you keep coming back? Because it's India. And it makes me stronger every time to go there. Never ever have I harmed any Indian as far as I know. So what is the problem really? Anyway, for all of you other Indians out there, you are still welcome back to my free spreads, but don't ask me about the government job. I will give you the look. Namaste.